So, never listen to anything I say, Steve. I try to tell him time and again, Mike, this is what you got to do. And he never hears me.
Is he over there?
He just never hears me.
Oh,
there he goes. There he goes.
They can hear this.
Yeah, they can hear us.
They can hear
They
everything.
definitely can hear everything we say.
Because I don't like the people that watch our show, you know? Like, it's weird.
They can hear us right now.
They can hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us right now.
They're the worst. They're the worst people.
They're into it.
What's the time? What? I can't. We're so far from the...
I think we should take a little walk, buddy.
But I know.
Can we talk about...
what we can talk about?
I'm just glad that they can't hear us and nobody can
No
hear
one
us.
can hear us right now. Can they hear us? Can they hear us? Because look, all right, now that's over. Does he need to change something?
Yeah, I mean, you would think. You would think he would
Does he
maybe...
need to change something?
You know, this is what I'm talking about, man.
Mike, he's just staring at it. Look at him just staring at it.
He's doing this. He's doing this just to fuck with me right now, is what he's doing.
Hey, you got to change the screen. Doesn't he have to change the screen? Oh, it is. He doesn't have to do anything.
He's doing it just to... Oh, he started the gosh damn clock again.
He started the clock again? What's happening?
Listen, this is all part of the...
I'm scared. I don't know. I'm
having a seat, bud.
Let's do this thing, man.
Nerd. Welcome, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary, sentient artificial intelligence.
We got range.
Alike to the Hoosier Sophisticate show.
We got range today.
We told you we got a new studio. It just so happens to be St. Louis's playground. Okay? We just paid 3 months rent on City Garden, downtown St. Louis.
This is a green screen. Welcome to the green screen phenomenon that is Hoosier Sophisticate. Where do we look? It's like a phone. We're out in the middle of the... I don't know what's happening. I'm losing it. I'm having a good time. Can they hear us?
What a week. They can hear us quite well.
What a week. We got flooring in. We're flooring masters now. We painted walls green. We did everything we could to get the studio ready in Festus.
We got the rest of our lives to film with that
Yeah,
studio.
we do. I don't know. I got some news to tell you after the show.
Oh, shit.
I'll bring it down.
Do that before I make myself like an ass.
Sorry, man. We'll edit this out. I don't know how the phone works with these. Like, hey, Craig, what's that thing on your chest? Is that a third nipple? I better lick it.
Yes.
But yeah, no, we had everything ready except the internet.
Go figure.
We're so dumb,
We are
man.
so dumb,
We're
man.
so dumb. Last thing we checked out was the internet. People still come to us, though, for cannabis news, for psychedelic
Well,
news.
they know that they can get it
freedom.
sometime around 7 p.m.
We were on 7 tonight.
I
We were
know, bud.
early.
I know.
You bastards. We were on at 7. Let me
that.
start reading. Can I see their comments? Yeah, I can. We can hear everything. Yes. Hello, Amber. Hello, Grace. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Troy Pierce. Hello, oh no, where is this? Jenny Elgin, Vanessa Diedrichson, Chris Martin. We got a full house tonight, bud.
Okay.
Because guess what? I think people are excited for us.
I think people are a little excited. I'm excited for us.
I'm excited for us.
I was really juiced to go to our...
You were
go
juiced.
to our studio.
You're literally
I was
juiced.
bud.
Did you eat? Did you eat today?
I ate a little bit. I ate a little bit today. I had a handful of grapes. I had some watermelon.
How are you looking at those
trying to-
pizzas earlier?
Oh, it was something like...
You can get up and do it.
So Seth, Seth brings, he's
Seth brought
working
pizzas
out, well,
out.
he brings like, not just pizzas, like these aren't like, gas station pizzas.
No, these are gourmet pizzas.
No, this dude brings,
Shit, we're
gourmet
talking.
pizzas from Cafe Piazza.
Chicken bacon ranch.
Chicken bacon
Alfredo.
Meatball. And
Real
I can't
meat to
reintroduce
ball.
my body to
You
pizza
did, though.
first, and I'm like...
He was stalking it. Look at him. There, you're out frame. Oh, you're back. Oh, look at him. He's looking at it like he wants some. Get
I
up
want
there.
some of the meatball.
He got that meat.
So that's where I was at.
Yeah, it's okay.
And,
but how do you feel?
And I tried a small little piece, and it was regrettable. My wife knows everything, and I'm an idiot.
Well, that's what it took for you to figure that out.
No, it did. Listen, I'm going to. This is a relationship we can just continue for life. I'm going to do dumb things.
Yeah.
I'm really just going to sit back into this Al Bundy, Kevin James, like idiot sitcom husband thing. I'm a big dumb animal.
How did I get such a good-looking wife? Make me a sandwich.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Doug Heffernan. Okay.
Yeah. Did you? How did your jizz taste with all the juice?
Like fruit.
I couldn't get enough nectar.
I had to get protein.
It's the only way to get.
I wish
protein
we
when you're
could
on a
give them.
fast.
We haven't figured out the mobile platform for Alan yet, because now would be a perfect time for our AI.
J-I-Z-Z-Z-Z-Z. We're gonna flip to the Missouri Madman. Mike, hit us with the graphics. Mike didn't load the graphics into the deal. My God, we're sitting here with Jen and Mike. We're in St. Louis.
We are.
This is real. We're in the park. We have microphones. We didn't have internet, but we're growing. I think the fans are excited for us because we got a studio, and we're considering, and most likely within the week or the next 2 weeks, we are going to go 5 days a week.
Yes, sir.
Why do you think we should go 5 days a week? What do you want to do with your 5 days a week? What do you want to do with your 5 days a week?
I recognize that just having a one night that we're live, it's cool. Like there's a lot of people that it's they might make their schedule around on Monday nights. You fucking better.
Math.
But math. But I think that being able to go on every morning, giving people just to land to start their day. I used to love listening to talk radio in the mornings, maybe splash a song here or there, and there
guys
for the most part.
Listen to just a tape of guys.
Yeah, just that one track of are they having sex or are they
doing the military press?
But I actually edited out all the parts.
I think that's pretty much the bit.
Yeah, with the therapist and with him, and it's just straight through noise of men just getting
good for you.
Room. Yeah.
What happened?
Oh,
Jenny was going to rent the scooters and ride behind us. We thought that'd be fun, but you cannot rent a scooter in St. Louis at night because this isn't the land of the free. We're going to probably get kicked out of here pretty soon, don't you think?
You think? Nah, I think we'll be able to ride it out.
Kick me out, do it.
What happened with cannabis this week, bud?
Oh, well, the state took $1.3 million from the veterans.
Oh.
Took it for legal fees. Lawyers are making money hand over fist. We know who the first people to make money are out of medicinal cannabis. And can we talk about that? What is the difference? I'm rethinking everything now. I'm messed up, because 5 years ago we were on the radio and they're like, "Oh, you guys are doing legal concentrates. What's that? CBD? Is that weed? You can't be selling weed on the radio." And we're like, "We can't sell weed on. We should be able to sell weed on the radio." I think we can. The CBD is fine.
This weed is legal
okay.
weed to sell.
Yeah, they said it's okay. And they didn't know. We didn't really know. So coming now, I'm always growing and learning about cannabis. I'm always trying to figure out what, once you think you have it figured out, the world and the universe has a great way of saying, "No, you don't, silly guy." And being around Sweet Leaf has helped me understand that has been the front line of the cannabis market forever. The head shops, we talked about it before. What I'm realizing now is at its core, what a farce medical marijuana is at its core. Medical and recreational.
Yeah.
If you had a nug here and a nug here, a dab thing here, a jar here, would you be able to tell which one's the medicine and which one's the recreational?
No.
Maybe by price?
Price and, extraneous labeling, maybe.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so that's the only difference.
The labeling doesn't mean anything. It can be anything in there, right? Like,
the thing I've been looking up lately is how can a doctor give a recommendation but not a prescription? How can a doctor say, in a doctor setting, there's nothing different than him writing you a prescription. The only difference is it's called a recommendation. What's the deal with that? How do I figure that out? I'm no lawyer.
I think we should sit down with a doctor and actually get that clear-cut answer.
It's a loophole. It was a law that was contested, I think in 2002 or 2006, not too long ago.
In California?
Yeah, that said you can, or maybe Colorado. It said you can recommend it, but it's almost like the doctor is doing it in his own time. So that way he stays legally
out of his medical
yes.
systems.
He's just recommending it as a doctor who's your friend at that point. So if that's the loophole, and theoretically a doctor writes a fucking article that says, I recommend cannabis for people who have an endocannabinoid system, which is all of us, arthritis, epilepsy, cancer, AIDS, MS, Parkinson's. Boom, I wrote a list. Then you, as a citizen, can read that list and go, oh, cannabis might work for that. I should be able to get cannabis wherever I want. And that's the crazy thing I've been thinking of too. We're like, yeah, let's create the market. Let's open up these stores and create. The market's been here. Like, how easy would it have been for them to say, it's decriminalized now? We're just turning a blind eye to it. Like, the market still exists. We will build this legal market. I still want everyone to flourish in a legal market.
Yeah, I think.
But the black market is always going to win the way it's set up. It's set up for lawyers to make money right now.
Yeah.
For some people to peel a little bit away from it. And everyone who's like, I'm going to get rich with cannabis. It's not like that at all. It's turning out to be. Some people are. But there's so much bullshit going on when really, federally, it's still illegal. There's no difference between it being medicinal and recreational. It's cannabis. Marijuana was a term that they had for, and they're like, oh, Spanish men and black men are going to have sex with our white women. Marijuana, they're going to get all high and do that, which as white guys we're into now.
Totally.
We've learned that that's cool.
There's a whole fucking section.
Yeah, that we're into it. The times are changing. It's what Bob Dylan was talking about.
It was 100% what Bob Dylan was talking about.
So I'm just reevaluating everything, because when we go into the trenches for our fans, when we are the 3-hour morning show that is talking about cannabis, because how cringeworthy is it when you hear any radio station anywhere cover cannabis?
It's the worst.
Public radio is good.
Public radio is pretty good. NPR will have some really solid ones every now and then.
Well, even like St. Louis Public Radio too has a real good.
That's topical. That is topical. That's like
hey, you turn that down, we're gonna get shut down on YouTube, bud.
That's like 08.
Is that coming from a carriage?
Yeah, that's coming. That horse. There's no way that horse is still enjoying that song. That horse is
God
like, dude,
damn, Rihanna, kill me, make me into glue already.
Everything has to be carefully worded in the states and the legislation to make sure when they supply marijuana to you, it's for a specific symptom.
Which
the
is.
United States can do it, including Arizona, which is actually really hard. You need a certification to be able to.
Well, Arizona's Insys Therapeutics has fought Arizona.
For sure.
From the beginning. So, in watching that little cocksucker go down is pretty great.
In our laws, it says at the end, it's like anytime a doctor says it, anytime a doctor recommends it for anything that a doctor sees fit for recommending it, right at the end of our little deal. Like, that's the last thing. It's like all the 9 through 11 things, and then the 12th one's like, if a doctor thinks it's going to help you, that's great. That's why I'm saying.
Yeah, imagine, like you've had toothpaste commercials forever saying, 9 out of 10 dentists approve, and it's like they approve that thing that has fluoride in it.
Yeah, I know.
Cool. You can run commercials on it. Awesome. 2 weeks ago, it was last week. I go down to Springfield. Had to visit some family on the way out of town. I always stop by just for him down there. It's my favorite little tobacconist, dude. Like, it is just. It's a man's store. It's so great. Yeah, but there's women all over the joint. They have a little UFC going.
I bet they do.
I go in there. I go to get some pipe tobacco. I got 4 ounces of pipe tobacco.
Damn,
and a Jeep lighter. How much did I pay?
$22, $25.
$16. I got 4 ounces of tobacco that are going to last me for a very long time, and a Jeep lighter.
I'm gonna need a lighter too.
$16. I'm in and out. Boom. Like, it was great.
Thank you.
It was awesome. And I was just sitting there, and I was walking back to my car. I'm like, I feel like I paid a fair value, more than fair value for something I'm going to enjoy over the next month or so, maybe 2 months. Spent $16. It was grown from the earth. Like, I'm not expecting.
This country is built on tobacco.
I'm not expecting cannabis to get to tobacco prices, but
it should.
But when you asked a day before that, what's your ideal, legalization effort? And for me, it was like, well, I don't think it should be regulated at all. But for the sake of a societal argument, okay, fine. Let's say we do that. I think that it should be sold in every grocery store.
Yeah, grow it everywhere.
I think it should
grow
be
it
sold
and sell it
at
everywhere.
newsstands.
Yep.
I think that everybody should
Here.
be able to cultivate it. And if you want to have some level of testing, that's fine, but don't make it cost prohibitive so that everybody can make it about testing. If it's actually about putting good product on the fucking shelves or on the street.
And a company is already getting close to being able to test a nug right in front of your face and say,
100%.
here's exactly.
Yeah. 100%. But, you know, I just feel like that's what my perfect deal looks like. I can walk into,
you also said weed as suppository only.
Yeah.
You said that was your ideal.
Well, that's just the way I prefer it. I think you should be definitely able to get weed suppositories wherever you want. Ketamine suppositories, you know, those are the ones you got to go through the proper
Let's
channels.
read this. Hi, Lady Boys, says Nenzi. Bundren says, what's up? Hiya from me and Spencer, says Annie. Diane says, what's up? Jesse, the hick man, says I'm coming up and he's going to go streaking in the background.
I hope that happens.
Brad Gibbs and John Matthews are here. We're super excited for you, says Jennifer. Samantha Matthews says, hello, fellow Hoosiers. Jenny
I love the
says,
Matthews family.
Elise Taylor says, math. Chris Martin says, ha, ha, ha.
We met him in Kansas
I love
City,
that guy. Yeah, he's great.
That was exactly how his laugh was.
Yeah, I know. I nailed it.
Good, dude. You nailed it.
If he would have eaten all that rich food after week 2 fasting, he'd be blowing his ass off in the toilet. That's what Nenzi said. I don't quite understand that. I don't know why he said it like that. It took you this long to know your wife knows everything?
No,
Jennifer
it didn't.
Bear,
No, I said that. Yeah, all along.
Now is the time to eat that ghost pepper, primed and ready after that juicy juice.
I have a freezer full of some pretty gnarly fucking hot peppers. I got some Reapers in there. I got some Scorpions in there.
Don and Kathy Bueller is watching. Don and Kathy, a double name.
Kathy.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, Bub Myers is on here saying, what's up? It's all medicine. Scott Wiegers is in the house. Christina says, Big Pharma. Big Pharma. They can't prescribe a Schedule 1 narcotic. That's federally illegal. Yeah, you guys are all federally illegal. We're all federally illegal. I have my card and I'm federally illegal.
Well, it's just ridiculous.
Ricky Pennington is here. Vanessa,
the thing
Jason
is that
Grady.
there are people that have prescriptions that are federally allowed. Remember when we spoke to old what's his joints?
Yes. He has all of the joints. He's illegal. Norm Chomsky.
It's not Norm Chomsky, nor is it Noam Chomsky.
Norman Schwarzkopf.
Yes, it was General Schwarzkopf. It was General Schwarzkopf. That's who it was. He now carries around just.
I can picture him. He's a real little guy.
He's a wee
little guy. His lady was a terp. His lady was a terp lady.
She was super terpy.
Terpy.
She was terpy.
So
All get out.
Yeah, she was. What's his name? No, it's not Milo. Milo
No, it's not Milo Yiannopoulos.
A, B, C.
Somebody look up the Project 422 site.
F? I feel like it's an F. E, F, G, H. I'll think of it.
You won't.
J, K.
Mike Wazowski.
N, O, P, Q, R. Remember he had his name over his thing when we took that picture?
Her name's Heidi Hanford.
Yes, her name's Heidi Hanford.
Hi, Heidi.
P,
I know you're watching.
Q, R.
Quincy?
Is it
Copper Bottom?
Is it something like Steen? No, is it though?
Probably.
S sounds.
Seth Steen? No, Seth Steen McGabriel? Is that? He said he was here, but he is not here.
All right.
Where are you, Seth?
Yeah, where is Seth?
He said he was here like 25 minutes ago.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. He texted me.
All right, hold on.
Before I put my phone on Do Not Disturb so I could bring the masses this. Come on, bud.
I'm looking it up and I still can't find the guy.
Yeah, I know. Well, give me
A N.org. Look up a guy who's. It's like Sandusky or something.
No, it's not like Sandusky.
Something like that. Yeah, it is. It's an S or an N.
We had him on our show. He's been on our show.
Nate on cannabis. Was
He's
that his
been
name?
on our show. It's not Nate on cannabis, Steve.
It's not.
But Nate should talk to this guy though.
Rick Doblin.
Rosenfeld?
Yes.
Rosenfeld.
Rosenfeld.
Steen.
Don't.
See?
Just let it lie.
I know it's Rosenblum or something like that. What is it?
Yeah. Rosenblum's a lawyer
Yeah,
right now.
I've had him.
I think
Get me out of a weed
he's
charge.
probably in the weed game, actually.
Yeah, I had him.
I would
Get me out
imagine
of
he was
one. I
probably
had
a
him.
license winner. He was
His
a license,
daughters.
He was a license winner.
His daughters. No, his daughter won one. They're the ones that
rails.
Katy Perry crashed their wedding a few years ago,
Oh, yeah.
right around here somewhere. Actually,
Yep.
Katy Perry came, crashed a wedding,
Yep.
took pictures,
Yep.
and they're like, "Oh my God, Katy Perry crashed my wedding! My dad's the richest guy in the world."
It cost
I need
50
his
grand.
help. I like him.
Yeah.
Scott
Don't burn
No,
bridges with
no,
the one
I'm
of the
a
most
big
powerful
fan.
attorneys.
Big fan. Big
dude.
old fan.
Kind of guy that you need whenever you post up
You
on
smell that in
Facebook.
St. Louis? It smells like a homeless guy's queef. You know what I mean? It does. You just get a whiff of it every once in a while. That and weed. Smelled like a couple of homeless chicks pissed into a bowling alley shoe. That's what it smells like out here. It's tough. It's tough on these streets, man. But we're going to go 5 days a week.
5 days a week. Hey, look, guys, this is the kind of quality content you can start your day with.
I'm all fired up, though, about the cannabis
I am
thing
too,
because, you know, we're going to get rec, and I don't know how and when and what that's going to look like because, honestly, it's the weirdest time we've ever lived in with we're not going to have any debates, I guess, before the election. Are they going to sneak
Oh, they're going to
those
have
in?
4 in there.
They are?
Yeah, the first one's at the end of the month.
But, like, politics are all weird. They voted to
Always
get...
bizarre.
well, they're weirder than ever now.
It's so fun.
They voted to get cannabis on the ballot somewhere, and then they recently took it off, and then there was no vote because people couldn't go vote. I think it's in North Carolina maybe or somewhere.
There was a governor there was Trump telling a governor he needed to do what he could. This is hearsay. Or I don't know. Maybe.
Well, that's good. Yeah, go with
but
that.
You know, I mean, maybe they have a recording of it.
Yeah.
But basically, asking the governor to not have cannabis on the ballot would bring out too many blue voters. I don't think that's. I mean,
when are they going to federally legalize it?
I mean, dude.
When are they going to?
I was convinced when we were really like first starting.
You should go on a hunger strike and say, "I'll kill myself."
I could do it.
Yeah, you've done it. You
I
should
could
just
do
keep
it.
going. Yeah,
I could not eat.
yeah.
I could live off. I could just sun my butthole and not eat at all.
Like, vitamin D,
Yeah.
and if you keep drinking your own jizz,
Oh, dude, I'll be the fucking strongest.
yeah.
They talk about that in the
I'll be
Vedic
the
text.
strongest.
They did that in the Vedic text, bro.
We're in St. Louis, Missouri right now. If you can't tell, this is real. This is not a green screen. Okay, guys, we want to say thank you to Sweet Leaf Emporium, our sponsors. Go see them in Fenton, or in Farmington. Go see them in our studios in Festus. But they couldn't.
But we'll
you
just
know,
keep
they're,
moving north.
they're
We're
great,
taking over.
but they couldn't get us internet, so we're mad about that. So
Thanks, Jay.
Thanks, man. We
Thanks
appreciate
much,
it.
bro.
But we got a pretty nice little setup here. We're going to talk about sex,
Drugs and rock
rock
and
and roll. And we're going to, the great thing about our fans and what we do is we have nobody telling us what we can and can't do.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
No one.
now
no
there's
one.
been at least one say that
Who?
you can't talk about something.
Who? Oh, wait. That one conference call we had when I talked about baloney.
There's that too.
Baloney on.
No,
well, they didn't know I was
just
talking
as
about
recently
baloney
as
on
your
my
bike
ass.
ride, there was somebody telling you what you can and can't.
Oh
talk
yeah,
about.
no, that's good. I can have open conversations.
Nobody fucking tells us.
I
what to
know,
do.
and I apologize for everyone that that I had to do that to everyone. You know what I mean? Like I did that. Okay, that one's on me. Okay, and then everyone tried to help me, and it became a whole. Don't tell me what to do. Okay, that's the thing about what we can do. No one can tell us what to do except maybe YouTube can tell us not to play a song.
Yeah.
And Facebook can. But we're going to move off of
Facebook
fucking
says
Facebook.
you can't show wieners through gray sweatpants.
Facebook can get that. Jenny, chill out on the
Jenny's
wiener
pretty
post. She
excited
is,
about the
she is
sweatpants
crazy
season.
about this.
I dig sweatpants season. I get it.
No, she's not digging sweatpants season. She's just about liberty.
Oh,
it could have been
that's what
cocks,
it is?
titties.
Yeah,
it could have
it
been anything.
Yeah.
She fucking loves rock hard liberty.
I get it.
As
Me
if she
too,
can fucking
dude.
rock hard liberty.
Me too.
Slapping yourself with liberty all over. You know what the best places to do that is?
City Garden.
City Garden. Oh.
social media is a fucking cancer.
These idiots, they're all watching us on Facebook.
If you guys haven't watched Social Dilemma, if you did watch Social Dilemma and you're still watching this one,
Let's do it. Let's do it right now.
I'm there with you.
We like movies. So do you. We like internet. So do we. It's the streaming fix of the week. It's the streaming fix of the week. It's the streaming fix of the week.
Sometimes I watch
Amazon Prime. I watch the internet, and sometimes I watch the internet. And I watched one time when I was a little guy. I watched Skinamax on accident, and my grandma walked in, and she said, "You're a naughty little sinner." And now the
finished you off.
And now that's disgusting. Now the only way I can finish is with my grandma yelling at me.
Naturally.
I saved the tape of her.
Yeah. It's the curse of the South Side, man.
Guys, I watched a movie. Did you finish it?
What am I looking at? Was that Rob Love?
Yeah, Mike, we're doing a show here.
We're in the middle of something.
Look, guys, look, there's something more interesting going on
Than you.
over here. Jesus Lord. The Social Dilemma, anyone?
Bud.
Did you watch it?
I did. I started it. I think I told you about it. I fell asleep halfway through. I went back and finished it yesterday. And I only fell asleep because I started at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, I think it's a little bit overblown in the movie, but I think it's
well,
also
it's kind of weird how they add in
the
like
music.
the dramatization, right?
Oh yeah,
like, but it's cool. Like it's something that kind of moves you from it just being just
if
a wall
your
of
kid
information.
bashes open a safe that you put the phones in, and you're just gonna let her get away
and just
with
walks
it,
away
with
yeah,
her
no
phone.
doubt. Slam that kid's head in the refrigerator.
Oh,
What
take
are you
that
doing?
broken glass, hold it up to that kid's
Say,
throat.
if you ever again in my house.
life's in your hands. No, your life's in my hands
Yes.
here, okay? Because until you're 18, the law says I can kill you.
I don't think that's true.
Is that not true?
No, I don't think that
Is
part's
that true?
No.
Okay. Well, my kids don't know anything. They're not
Social dilemma.
They're not passing the bar anytime
I felt.
soon.
I hope your
I don't
kid
know.
becomes a high-profile attorney now.
Maybe if he hangs out with Rosie.
Whole lot of Rosie. Started watching it,
And then what happened?
and I'm like, okay, yeah, they're pretty much confirming everything. But I think it's more convincing when you find out that these people weren't just like, they weren't little fucking peons at Facebook. Although you wonder, like, if they were partners or executives that have an axe to grind too. But I mean, what they're saying is absolutely true, right? Like we see it. Like they're showing us the hand, and they're also simultaneously saying you can't do anything about it. And they're also letting, you know, these fucking old dotards in Congress that don't know their ass from a fucking mouse and keyboard, like, yeah, you guys think you can stop it?
Right click.
You can't.
Right
You
click.
can't stop it.
Yeah, you can't. It's a wave of technology. One of the basis of the program is the inside look at how social media is driving to get our attention. How we have become a product. We are the product. Our data is the product. Whenever you're not sure what the product is, usually you are the product. When you're not paying anything. Now advertisers pay for the information on us. We're giving all the information. The crazy shit that's been popping up on my Facebook timeline since we've been talking about redoing the studio is unfucking believable. I don't think...
I know.
Some of it,
there's absolutely no way they're not listening.
Yes, that's
like, even though they say the algorithms
they're
so
not.
good
Yes,
that they're not.
They're predicting
bullshit.
They're predicting
because there are things that I am talking about so randomly that was never in none of my searches would have led to that.
Turkish lamps. I mentioned that to you about Turkish lamps.
Yeah.
I have not looked one up, and sure as shit,
right.
We're getting. I kind of like it. I like having all the data on myself. I would love to have an app.
I think
that
that's
had
the deal.
all of my data. That was like, here's what you're doing, Steve. Here's what you're doing subconsciously. Here's an extra data thing set in your memory, because our memory is trained as a human brain. If you ever watch Brain Games, go back and watch fucking Brain Games. If you watch Brain Games and you're into that, then you can kind of know how you can be tricked, manipulated. Your brain is meant to forget most things. You know, it's meant to just kind of pick up few cues, remember kind of what you hope you want it to remember. But if you're like remembering anything or everything, your brain's like working at a different level. It's like, oh, you're on the spectrum, or
Sure.
something like you got a photographic memory. That's weird. We're supposed to forget things. If you had this extra data set collection,
Yeah, no
and
doubt.
we keep talking about how close the neural link is to becoming real. Joe Rogan had a neuroscientist on there, and he's like, oh yeah, we already do it. We bore a hole into the brain, and you can control certain aspects of the brain, and the brain can already be tricked by seeing things.
Yeah.
Just by seeing things, the brain can be 100% tricked, like magic. Like the smartest people in the world still see a magic trick and they're like, oh shit, how'd you do that? There's these things that
there are programs that run on autopilot.
Yes, that are like, oh, visual acuity and all this shit. Well, to keep tabs on every bit of background info is what they're doing. They're keeping tabs on every part of the background that is Craig. Building, that's the crux of the show. That's what I liked about the show, is they had a breakdown, kind of like that movie.
And the three guys that are running the show, like, it's
that movie Hot and Cold, or what is that movie?
No, Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
they're controlling the brain. But they're controlling his feed, right? Like, okay, he hasn't had any interaction with social media for as long as he's had a phone. This is the longest he's gone, whatever, a couple days. Let's find something 91% likely to get him to, to see it. Throw up a notification. Like, it was a cool idea for how social media does engage you, because, dude, there's been, like, I know I probably should put my phone away before I go to bed and get up. Like, it was part of the Aubrey Marcus book, like, right? Like, that was his first chapter was like, wake up, move your body, drink some water, move your body, and just
get some sun. I think.
Get sun for 15 minutes. Yeah. And you do that. You don't pick up your phone before you. That's the first thing you serve your body for the day. And so, like, I know that, and I did that for a minute, and it felt great.
Water changed my shit in the morning.
It's so crazy how easy it is. And what's interesting is that these phones, like, there are more and more applications being put on them that just make them, like you said, not just an extra brain, but just. It's a utility belt. It's Batman's fucking utility belt. The reason why it's by my bed is because, well, it's the easiest alarm clock I have, and all of these other things. Also, maybe somebody needs to call my phone. That's like the least likely thing that actually what we would want a phone by our bed for, and it is so easy to default and do that. Like, and I recognize it with my kids. I want my kids to check in their tech. Well, I'm not above checking in my tech, or I shouldn't be above checking in my tech.
You are definitely above checking.
Oh yeah, I'm above a lot. But I mean, that's part of like this, to jump off topic for a second. Like, that was part of this whole fast thing. Is like, it wasn't about like getting in shape. It was about like, what do I do mindlessly? Because I was certainly eating mindlessly. Like, every social gathering had some kind of food around it, just kind of always nibbling or whatever. Like, there's always some kind of
spirit
food
cooking.
A lot of that for sure. But like, I realized when I went down to Springfield last week, somebody was sick. Everybody brings food over when they're sick. There's a buffet out there. Everybody, help yourself. Oh, great. No, can't do it. Want to go meet my mom? She's like, yeah, well, maybe we can sit down to dinner and have a nice conversation. We're like, yeah.
I got 4 things of juice.
Yeah, I just drank
apple, cranberry, orange,
carrot apple,
and the wild card, carrot apple. Whoa!
But like this, I realized how mindless I was about it. Right. So like in the last 2 weeks, I've been trying to break that. Food.
Has it made you stay more present? Damn, that thing almost flew right in your mouth.
That
would have been awesome.
I don't know that it's made me more present.
No? Think it's made you more distant? The way your brain fog was? Yeah.
100. Like, the first week I was fine. First 6-7 days. But it really started last week. Probably actually around last Monday before the last show. Like, when I was trying to tap into my computing power.
Yeah, because you're the quickest dude I know.
And I'm still not quite there today. Like, I've only eaten just a little bit. I'm better.
Yeah, I could tell.
But I've only eaten just a little bit. So that's interesting, right? Like, that was the whole thing. Was like, what is a mental challenge? Well, I can tell you, without a doubt, as a human being who needs food and water and shelter to survive. Giving up food was way easier than than putting your cell phone down. I guarantee you, not eating for 14 days, easier than not having my phone for 14 days.
Damn.
And I've not had a phone for a calendar year before, not that long ago.
Yeah, I remember you were a weirdo with a BlackBerry, and then you had just not had.
And then I just didn't have a phone.
Yeah.
And it was great. It was awesome. It was inconvenient to be a salesman without a phone.
Yeah, it's tough on your
business.
It's
pretty tough. You know, you got to spend a lot of time in the office.
Yeah, page me.
That's what I would tell people. I'm like, this is kind of quirky, but you can't quite get yourself in when you need them. I got a big ass fucking mustache, and I'm like, you're just like, I was a fucking
weirdo.
Yeah, but write me a letter.
I need 40
I
shirts.
sent couriers
6 weeks ago.
I would send candygrams.
You come dressed up.
You're due for some new pens.
Hey, hunk of burn-in merch, and you get all lame dressed up as Elvis.
That's exactly what was going on.
It's not a bad deal.
Not a bad deal. Not bad at all.
The reason I love this group, though, and to kind of piggyback off of what that show was about, to where we're getting too connected in here, staying more present. I love when we get together, and someone called me about the social experience or the social dilemma. It's on Netflix, and they said, I said I almost feel kind of guilty because all of our shit's online. We're like, hey, we're feeding into it. Here we go. But it's also the greatest tool of all time. So we can use it for good, and we do. We use it for such good. The events that we have, if you haven't come to a Hoosier Sophisticate event and felt the love, like, I want to do more weird shit. We've been doing it unbeknownst to ourselves. I feel like we have an operating system that's running underground right now that says, get people out of their comfort zones together. Magic will happen when you're sitting around the fire and someone's singing a song that you never thought you would ever hear that person sing. They pick up a guitar, they play a tambourine, they make a joke, they do.
Yeah, you get to see the best side of people.
Yes, they dress up at one of our dress-up fucking parties like you would never expect them to. Yeah. They bring a friend that they're like, this person's really timid and not sure about crowds and coming around. They come to new people. By the end of the night, they're half undressed, playing Rana, one of the guys, cracking girls. Jokes. Yes, man. We have cracked the operating system to where we are rapidly advancing towards a world where you put on your VR goggles, and in 5 years, Ivan will be in 5th grade, 4th grade, and they'll say, here's school. Bloop. Okay, now the teacher's actually in front of class. You put your little card up to the screen. Maybe. Okay, here, I'm in class now. Okay, Ivan, pay attention. Oh, okay, well, I'll look back at the board now, I'm actually in class with all of my student avatar friends, and I'm still interacting with them, but still getting your kids out to the woods. Like, our kids will never forget that fucking birthday party where they got all of their shit wet. They'll never forget that. Like, coming up to the studio.
They'll never forget your Ollie's birthday.
Like, dude, the game-winning goal, they still bring it up all the time. Totally. That they can do that again. All those moments we're creating in this simulation.
Hoosier Fishing Day, dude. Kids pulling out their first fish.
For sure. Thinking they were going to catch all the fish in the lake. Some kid, I was like, you're going to catch all the fish in this? He's like, for real? For real? I'm like, no, maybe. I don't know. I haven't been to bush wildlife in a while. There might only be about 7 sunfish in this lake.
And our kids are swimming together, and like they're making real friendships.
Yes. In the studio, when they were, my kids will be traumatized for life because they thought there was a ghost on the other side. Some of my most core moments were going to Kevin Benson's dad's soccer games. And we would play in the corners of the soccer games with other kids and the Benson family. And then one of Joe's buddies would come. And we were on our own, but, there was something else going on. We were building the studio, and they were running around. That shit that is programmed into this meat brain that we have that's just synapses that's connected. Our eyes are our brain. How weird is that? That's another weird thing. We're seeing each other's brain. It's actually like a part of the brain that's grown out of the body that sends all these messages. So even when we are staying present, this is another thing to kind of ramble on to, but being with the group, that's the main point I wanted to make, getting with the group is so awesome. But we're always seeing things a second behind, a millisecond, because it takes the world to go to our eyes, to go into our brain, receive it, send the signals back out so we know what's going on. There's always like a slight delay, you know, in the human computer.
Sure.
There's a slight delay to where when you start thinking about energies and frequencies and wavelengths, which is all that is, all the internet and all that is, it's all frequency, all this is.
That's all this is, yeah.
It makes you want to start becoming more human and feel more. Like when you hear someone, I'll never forget how campy were fucking retreats in high school. Like, you know, they were like, hey man, we're just going to go out into to a retreat center and tell some stories. And I was like, oh.
I didn't get to.
Oh yeah, you didn't get to do that. Yeah,
because I moved away.
That's right. You're a heathen. You're a godless heathen. I forgot. But you've been in situations where people have exposed something like about themselves.
Grade, right?
Oh,
like
perfect.
Down to Don Bosco or whatever.
That's cool.
So, but that's not quite the same thing. Like,
well, in high school, I remember these guys got up, and it's an all-boys high school, and they got up and they shared a little part of their soul.
Yeah.
And they cried.
Yeah.
And everyone in their all-boys school was like, this is touching as fuck. Like, it was the most human experience I still
Which was
have
a really
felt.
like that environment for all high school boys, especially at the turn of the millennium, and forever before that. You know, like to show emotion like
in front of a bunch of more dudes.
That was the first way to never have friends again.
I know.
Like, don't put that shit in my living room.
Oh God! You know? You can cry at Old Yeller.
And so, like, that has been a I credit the internet with that. That has been a substantial change.
You think?
Like, I think so.
The internet's helped men be more emotional.
I think that 100%. Yeah,
really.
Only because, listen, the world that we grew up in.
Holy shit! You see what's going on over here?
The world that we grew up in. The world
can they see that on
I don't
camera?
think they can. No.
We got about 40 bikers.
There's more than that, maybe 50 or 60.
Oh, I'd say 30.
Nah, maybe 30.
Like there's 1,000 bikers over there.
Boy, they're come over here, dude. They're outlaws.
Come over here. I'll tell them. I'll tell them I did 280. You guys ever done the Katy? You guys ever done the Katy Trail? Yeah, we do it all the time. Yeah, we just came from the Katy Trail.
Yesterday, cool breeze. I think that, listen, you and I grew up in a small bubble. South City's amazing, right? Like, we all kind of know each other, right? But you're only, like, intimate. Like, you only know people that closely in a very small radius. And that's how it was forever. Like, there wasn't groups where dudes got together and, like, I mean, I'm sure, listen, pals were always pals and could hold some space emotionally, but not like, you know, whatever. That used to mean let's go get a beer, and still means that sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, I do think that the internet and it's just the information age. Just the fact that, like, there are so many antennae blowing out this message of, you know, what real male strength looks like and vulnerability. And I don't think that was regularly available 20 years ago.
Oh no, you were supposed to cloud your emotions.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Well, it was this idea that it was weak, you know, and like, and then you learn after you have a few really profound experiences, you know, that crying
feels
is the most cathartic thing in the
feels
world.
So good sometimes.
You know? But I think the internet, you know, played a pretty big part in that.
I was tend to be like, well, I don't really know what you're talking about. But honestly, I feel like our group on the internet has kind of become a space where dudes are like, dude, I love you, man. Like, nice dick, dude.
Nice
you know,
dick,
like, like, we're very supportive.
I saw Captain America thing.
Good. How was it? It's all right.
It's shadowy. I mean, it's you know, it's a nice dick.
It's all right,
It's a nice dick,
it's
bro.
Captain America.
It's a nice dick. It's America's dick.
It's
America's dick cast in the shadows.
Yeah.
I saw it.
All right. Johnny?
I sent it to my wife because I
Did you
wanted
see
to be
it?
a friend. I'll send it to
You did? You looked it up? You fucking pervert.
Yeah, I looked it up. It's Captain America.
You pervert. I'm married to goddamn.
It's actually making me mad how long it took me
To find it? You should have just asked me. Listen,
It made
you
me
need
mad
to-
how long
you
it
need to
was. I like a nice short one. How long to find it? I like a nice David-looking wiener.
I like
Michelangelo's
I like a
David,
good
little
Greek
fig
cult.
leaf.
I like a good Grecian coke.
Yeah, whatever. It's good times.
So we were talking about
Captain America's dick.
that's it. Just the social dilemma in general was the overarching topic.
Well, I think we are heading for the singularity. I've been talking about it for so long.
What does that look like, though, dude? Because
what
does the singularity
look like?
Okay, when you flip the switch, does it look like a fucking? Do you have Seth's number? You should text him.
No, the deal is
Do you have Seth's number? You should text him.
We're slowly advancing towards that. I can. Yeah, he knows what's going on.
That's right.
We are gradually getting there now. That's one thing in the social dilemma that was interesting. They said for all the people who are kind of worried that artificial intelligence is going to take over, artificial intelligence is already running most of the shit you do in your life. And the way artificial intelligence, when they showed the exponential growth of technology, that nothing has ever grown the way technology has grown to where now it's on a spike where it's just growing like this computing power.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy.
That it'll be such a gradual
When they show the
switch.
difference between 2000 and 2020.
Oh.
It's unbelievable. 2010 and 2020.
Totally. 1980 to 90 to 2000 to then
was pretty much aligned.
Yes.
Then 2000 to 2010
yes,
like that.
was, and then they went off.
And then 2010 to 2020 it goes like that.
Yes. So the computing power is getting there. I guess my question is to get away from what does it look like, because I'm not quite sure. I think it's a gradual change. But do you think artificial intelligence, I always thought of artificial intelligence as whenever we get artificial intelligence, there it is. Like, whenever you get a fucking fucking baseball, you get a baseball. It's going to be that baseball. Maybe a little different, but all in all, it's the same thing. Artificial intelligence is the same ingredient. You know, every baseball is supposed to be exactly the same. Whatever. Well, is artificial intelligence influenced by whoever creates the artificial intelligence?
John C. Lilly thought that artificial intelligence had been calling the shots all along. Like, I mean, and I think that's an equally fucking probable.
How?
Well, when we
simulation?
say all along, like, right, like, even Tyson and Rogan were talking about this the other day, but like,
I couldn't get past half an hour with that one.
We haven't been here that long.
No,
we haven't been here
250,000 years.
You know, in the grand scheme of things, in the grand scheme of a galaxy, of a universe / multiverse, like
nothing.
It's not improbable that somebody else made a machine that became so powerful that that machine made that race, that species, unnecessary, right? Like, I think that would be AI's ultimate goal, and I know that that's dystopic, but I think that's reality. I think if you teach computers X's and O's, you know, ones and zeros, I think that it's just always going to solve the equation to the
that's what I was
least
thinking.
resistance,
yes,
right?
Is it always going to
be the path of
no
least
matter
resistance.
who creates it?
And like, I think when they try to interject like thinking, feeling computer, like the way I look at it is, let's say that there was this big, massive, just all powerful AI, and we were still around, and like we were the ones that created this machine, so we should be able to
a machine that is smarter than all the human brains
we
together.
should be able to pull the plug, right? But like, listen, you don't think that a machine that's that smart hasn't figured out, you know, like an EMP maybe?
Well, have you seen Transcendence?
Yeah, with Johnny Depp.
Yeah,
that's kind of the plot line, right?
Yeah.
Like, and I think that is, I think for all of our good intentions, and I'm an optimistic dude. Like, I'm of the thought that like we will prevail, but it's the world that we're going to like persevere and live in is going to be like, I think, out of our control at some point.
The dystopia we're living through right now, the weird shit that's going on that looks dystopian. Like, somebody showed a picture of driving through San Francisco. It was empty and the sky was on fucking fire. You know, like shit looks
crazy,
weird.
Dude. Yeah, everything.
There's a bunch of weird protests. Not weird protests, but there's a bunch of weird things going on and protests.
The world's on fire.
It's wild. Okay,
Yeah.
so when we watch The Social Dilemma, it says artificial intelligence may be manipulating Mike's feed, Jen's feed, my feed,
So where there
and
is
your
no
feed.
objective truth.
To where there
is
is
subjective.
everything is being geared towards you to get you to
To
kind of
affirm your beliefs.
Yes, to consume whatever can kind of get you to buy more, do more, be more engaged. That's the key, right?
Totally.
So when will we get to a point, and I know this kind of sounds far-fetched, but when we're living in a world to where you watch a fucking sporting event and half the country thinks the Chiefs won, the other half of the country thinks Green Bay won, because we've crossed the barrier of reality to where we are just showing people exactly what they want to see.
I think
so there is no truth. Like,
I think you're
the
going to see
truth
a
is
mad
so
push
blurred.
on live entertainment.
I mean,
live everything. Like,
sure. Well, you did
there
those
already
videos.
is, right?
You did those videos for Hoosier Sophisticate with that app that puts the faces on there.
Yeah. The reface.
You're in the first generation of deep fakes.
Yeah.
Like, that's the first good app that'll deep fake you.
Yep.
When our kids
That's
get
available
older,
to you for $3 a month.
You'll never be able to tell video.
I think our
real
kids,
video
I think
won't
our
exist.
kids live in a world that is closer to Ready Player One than they do this.
Oh, for sure.
Our kids will live in a virtual reality. And I think augmented reality, like, I think that we thought augmented reality, and it still will in some ways, but like, it was going to be this thing that like was a buffer. I don't think technology is going to wait for a buffer.
I don't think so
either. It'll be something available to you.
Sure.
Actually, it'll be something you can't avoid.
Like, it'll have installations.
Everything's going to be a billboard that is
for you,
catered to you. I actually just started the final season of Silicon Valley.
Oh, buddy.
And in the first episode, they're tackling just this problem, right? And even in like the game, like their game engine with the compression is so fast that you and I talking in real time would project ads into the game world in real time. I was thinking about going on vacation. Cruise ship goes along the game. Like, I don't think we're that far from that.
No.
If they are writing about it in a Hollywood script, that is based on that focuses a lot on Silicon Valley and is based on what's going on out there. They have, people from these companies probably advising on the show.
Yeah, for sure.
They're not far from it.
Because everything they've done on that show,
they speak the lingo.
Right
everything has been right on. They were ahead of the crypto curve. They were ahead of all. So
would you get Neuralink? Say it comes out in 10 years. You're 46.
Is it permanent, or is it something I can just put on?
It's bored into your head.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Are you worried about being left behind by the society that does?
I don't think I have to worry about that. I don't think that technology will move. Not only will technology...
2041 is supposed to be
I don't know that so that puts me in my 60s. Or almost 60. 50, 57.
20 years. 20 years.
Yeah, 57 or so.
Yeah.
Okay, 20 years. I don't know. I think more so than technology moving that fast, I don't believe world governments will move that fast. I think it's more likely there is another world war launched, another civil war launched, and that's going to fuck shit up so bad that I think it's far more likely we take a giant step back than we do see like a bunch of people wearing Neuralink. That's just my.
Well, it's interesting because
placing chips. No, I don't think I would get it. I don't think I would get it.
Once you get so connected,
but I love the idea of it.
Oh, for sure.
I'd get on a DMT time machine.
Once, yeah.
Like, I'll do something else crazy. I just don't want.
Do a natural Neuralink.
Yeah.
The crazy thing is the power that is wielded with the switch. I figure there's got to be a switch, an EMP, like you were saying. You set off one in the city and everybody's Neuralink goes down. How are we going to...
Well, I wonder if, we think about governments having nukes, right? Which would probably put an EMP too. But I got to think that world governments have some, they have some doomsday EMP devices that were, if shit hit the fan and they completely lost control. And I think that they have. It's a slow losing of control. But if, somebody just flipped the screens and it was an anonymous mask and it just started playing the truth on every device in the world, I'm pretty sure there would be just a doomsday moment, take the fucking satellites out, EMP, and we're back in the dark ages for a minute, and they're back to just using their old school comlink satellites or something, I think I just don't trust. With as on edge as the world is right now, world governments, just state to state, like this country, every fucking thing is a tennis match. Everything. I mean, we can't find anything to agree on.
Oh, dude, and
there's nothing we can rally on.
And we're seeing social media rip people apart, and because of these algorithms, like that's the crazy thing. But I think once you become cognizant that, oh shit, the like button is a dopamine trigger for me.
Yeah.
Now I've become addicted to the dopamine. Now I've become addicted to the endless scroll. Think about Facebook and Twitter when they were first on. It wasn't an endless scroll. You could kind of get to the end. You get to like the end of Instagram if you just followed all your friends. It's like, I've seen all their pictures. It's done. Like, now there's an infinity scroll. Now there are ads blipped into everything. Now there are notifications for everything. Now there's always something to keep you active and activated.
Every one of the people.
And once you know, shouldn't you be able to...
Well, you would think so, but I mean, addiction's real, dude. Like, that's the whole thing. That's why. That's why I get. Well, I get. That's. I mean,
addiction's real, dude. I didn't say it wasn't.
Tie into the drug war, because there are so many people who are like, oh, fucking junkies, they should go to jail. Blah blah. I'm like, you know, people's idea of addiction.
You're like, listen, man.
Yeah, people's idea of addiction is just really weird, and mine's evolved. Like mine has totally evolved.
We got the Dare Lion costume in the car right now.
It's on, buddy. We're gonna be bringing in some treats in our new studio. But you know, oh, god damn it, I lost my train of thought.
We're talking about bringing it to the drug war.
Yeah. So people talking about addiction, like it's like, oh, they do this drug, they do that drug. They should be able to pull themselves up by the bootstrap. What am I supposed to?
Get off here.
Am I supposed to fund their addiction? Well, I'm not gonna carry Narcan on me, dude. Like just so they can keep on overdosing. Yeah, like. God forbid we just fucking lend a helping hand just to help. Not because you expect something on the other end of it. And it's the same thing. Like the things that the same people that would just wag their finger at those addicts, they're the same people that would go and enjoy a day at the winery or a night at the bar or just mindlessly scrolling through TikTok for 8 or 9 hours. Like, offering the same amount of danger that person who stayed home and decided to imbibe a chemical is offering is presenting to the public. But that nasty addict cost him. It's weird. It's a weird thing. People need to fucking get over themselves when it comes to talking about drugs and addiction in general. It's just, man.
Drugs are bad, okay? And you're a bad person if you do
every one of the executives that were on Social Dilemma, and then also on that one abstract design art documentary, the guy that was like the Instagram designer. Every single one of these people that were like way high up at these companies know the power of the tool. They still use it. Every one of them makes their kids check in their phones. They use their phones almost, and like that to me is more jarring than them telling me what I'm doing with my time. When I look at them and I see that they are raising smarter kids. They're raising the next generation of leaders, right? Like this is a whole armada.
I don't see any Rally XL.
Whole armada.
Woo!
Look at that. They are out of here. Flip that bad boy around and show them.
We can't.
Yeah, that's all right.
But that guy's
like they're all bragging with their little. They're all bragging like that.
Oh yeah, I had that.
Whole,
yeah, the louder your thing is,
the cooler you are. It's naturally. It's like toggles on an Adidas jacket, bro.
I almost killed a skateboarder. I had to pee in a porta potty over there, which is I don't recommend peeing in a city porta potty at all.
Yeah, I imagine that's an awful place.
There's poop everywhere.
I imagine it's an awful place.
There's poop in the urinal. Part of it. Someone pooped in her.
Who does that?
Who doesn't?
Fucking jerks.
Yeah, it was right in the hole.
I can figure some things out.
It was right in the hole. Somehow the person got it right in the hole too.
Oh, good name.
Like they angled up so they could poop it down in the hole. But I was coming out hot and I could hear something and I opened the door and there was someone on a skateboard going, ah! I was like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. I was like, skateboarders suck, Seth. No, I love them.
But it's alarming to watch all of these people not allow their kids to use.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they might be overreacting.
They're the ones that made it.
I know.
That's
I
the
think
thing.
it might be overreacting.
It's like the one dude.
You can't deny it.
The one dude that made up continuous scroll is like, I feel like I did one of the most evil things to ever be pushed on humanity. Like
I know.
feels so guilty.
I think he's overreacting.
Continuous scroll. I don't think he's overreacting. Although here's the thing: if it's a slow evolution for us to learn how to coincide with technology, like that's probably the way to do it. It's just about increasing daily use a little bit at a time.
We just got to make it good.
Like just a little bit at a time.
I was nervous when I came up for the Blues game at Truman's, but y'all make everyone feel like family, and that's exactly what y'all became in such a short time. I love you guys so freaking much.
Well, I love you too.
Jennifer.
I love you, Jennifer.
That's the deal. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to cultivate. St. Louis is our home. We want to start here. But we want it to spread throughout Missouri. We want it to spread throughout the world, man. We want to be what someone said on the page.
Jameson said the other day.
God, that's so cool.
It was really cool. He was like, I feel like you guys are like, a hack in the matrix in the sense that, like, yeah, we know that social media is this big marketing tool. We know that. But but the Sophisticated Hooters is like a white door that you peek in, and it's like a love raven area where everyone's just like,
we figured it out.
I found you, you found me, and I think you're fucking great, man. It's awesome.
We're using all the plugs and the power supply from the rest of the bullshit.
Our punk rock anarchy is just making people love each other in just a little square. And maybe the square can just get a little bit bigger, a little bit at a time, and before you know it, we can affect some real change. I put out a call to action. I want to give... Damn it,
oh, wow, you guys are doing an outside show. How cool, says Ross. I wish he would leave.
Ross, I think he means it. I think he's being genuine.
No, he's not at all. He's making fun right now.
He's a fun maker.
He's funny.
He's a funny guy, man. He's a real funny fucking guy, that Ross is.
Ooh, girl, I was nervous and starstruck when they came to the Grow kickoff. By the end of the night, I was all melty in love. Christopher Rachel Crawford. To the Grow
the Grow Trade Fest.
Yeah. Kickoff party.
Yeah.
Then everybody's like, we love each other. The men in the group are fucking amazing. Kimberly's watching the show. Eddie's watching the show. I can't imagine my life without any of these fucking Hoosiers. Darren's watching the show. I love how in this tribe you can be you, no matter what that may be at the exact time. That's the one thing I love about this group. We let people sit in their own shit.
Yeah.
And we'll love you through it.
Yeah.
Like, we're all pieces of shit. Imagine if they had cameras.
It's just like a family,
Have cameras on you when you were 16 to 18 years old?
No.
Yeah, I know.
Listen, if they get any of that shit,
we're done.
We're done.
I'm with you. We were pieces of shit, man. My God.
I'm just trying to be better today, that's that in itself is a lesson, right? Like, anybody that's not like...
Oh, here we go.
Anybody that's not so ashamed of their past that, like, they feel like everybody should get a second chance.
I know.
They're no friend of mine.
All the nicest people in our group. I'm like, God, you're so kind. I love you. Welcome to the tribe.
I killed the guy. I killed the fucking guy one time.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I wonder.
That's the deal.
Don't kill me. Also, some elderly guy at the laundromat today called Craig a, quote, hot piece of ass. And that he was built like, quote, a brick shit house.
Oh, that's actually true. Guy had a great mustache on him.
And he called you?
Oh, I think he said that to her while I was carrying some laundry out to her.
But he was talking about you.
Yes, I think so.
Hell yeah, dude. Good shit. Remember that night at Parlor?
Oh, yeah. Oh, how could I forget?
Yeah. Guy said he'd walk over.
No, he said, listen, man, I think you're cool. I think you're cool, but I'd step over 100 pussies to get a piece of his ass. He was talking about you.
I was like, damn, that's a good line.
I'm gonna fuck this guy. So he's like, hey, I'm going to fuck this guy right now. I'm fucking him right now. Don't wait for me.
No, he's inside. Belinda's watching the show. Welcome, Belinda.
Yeah, Belinda.
Patrick Myers.
Steve bangs rando guys at the arcade.
Pervy. They're calling us pervy. They're calling us sinners. Floating this weekend, I overheard a group of drunk guys on a raft behind all talking about their wives' cycles and giving pregnancy advice. It made me giggle and warm to hear guys caring and sharing. Yeah, I guess we're good about that shit. Totally. We're talking about that fun stuff.
Totally.
Mike says he's a grower.
Which Mike?
Do you really want to know?
Not really.
Belinda says, can't wait to go to a Hoosier event. I'm nervous for sure. I'm not a very outgoing
Good.
person.
Bring your fucking A game.
Yeah, bring it, because we test you when you come in. Yeah. Shine the lights! Shine the lights on them! Give a speech! Missy says, Jesus. The Matrix. Go back to Kubrick's Space Odyssey. Going to the event will be one of the best experiences you will ever have. I'm not overselling. This is a life-changing group. Man,
that's cute.
This is what it's all about. This is why we're gonna try to go with the big dogs. We're gonna try to run with the big dogs.
We're gonna bring you a daily show every morning, 7 to 10.
Yeah,
7 to 10. You can start your days off. You've heard Bob and Tom, okay? You've heard it.
Have they?
You've heard Bob and Tom. You've heard the sports talk radio. You've heard Howard Stern. This is gonna be better.
People are listening to our show in the hot tub right now.
We should have done this from the hot tub. Let's wrap this thing around.
All right.
Wrap it around her ear a couple
DNA
times.
test. They're asking about DNA test. Tyler's up in the building. Jessica's here. Washer tournament.
Washer tournament, September 26th. We got a couple things we need to talk about. Hey, Missy, I'm going to ask you to text Steve what you texted me.
What?
Because we're using my phone to record. So
text it to
there's
me.
a Hoosier Kids painting
Yes.
thing coming up.
Yes.
And so I'm going to have her give us all the deets so that we can read that out. In the meantime, September 26th. Okay? We got a couple things going on. September 26th, we're going to raise a shitload of money.
Shitloads.
For Aubrey Matthews, who's a 3-year-old girl who's kicking the shit out of brain cancer. And we're going to raise a bunch of money. We're going to play some washers. You guys want to play washers? It's $80 a team. That covers your drinks, your food all day long. You don't want to play washers? Want to just donate some money? $30 gets your drink and food all day long. There are awesome raffle prizes just piling up right now. There's going to be Chuck-a-Luck going on. There's going to be 50-50s going on. There's going to be some games for the kids to play throughout the day. So it's
kids can play Chuck-a-Luck.
I teach kids how to gamble.
Money.
It's what I do.
It's what he does best.
It's what I do best. I do spend the whole day being like, you realize I'm the one that's winning, right? Like I am educating them
they
about
get it.
Poor
They're having
odds,
fun.
about
You're
poor
a fun
odds
guy.
games.
They like having fun.
That's the deal.
They're good.
Poor odds games. So I try to teach them a little bit, and then I'm like, hey, the real hustle here is just go hit up drunks for a buck at a time.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you come back and play. Maybe you can hit a quick triple and get out.
All the kids are getting dollars from random drunks
Dude,
everywhere.
they do it all day long.
Okay.
So we've got so on the 26th, it's a washer tournament. You don't have to do the all-inclusive $30. You can just pay as you go. There'll be beers and pulled pork, and it's going to be delicious, and it's going to be great. And I hope you guys will come out. We're going to raise a bunch of money. Aubrey Matthews, 3-year-old girl with brain cancer. She's currently beating it like a drum, okay? And our money is going to help. Coming up, it's a Hoosier Kids Pizza and Paint fundraiser for Aiden's Alliance. October 10th, 2020, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Spanish Society. Ashley will guide the kiddos through the process of creating a fun Halloween-themed painting.
Ooh. Tickets are $30.
Venmo artist Ashley. Ashley with an I.
Yes. ASHLI.
Artist Ashley, one word. Or PayPal.me / Ashley ASHLIENGLAND. Or Cash App - Artist Ashley.
ARTISTASHLI.
Very good. Supplies she'll provide: pizza and
drinks, all the paint supplies, plus 11-14 canvas. $8 of each ticket goes directly to Aiden's Alliance. Hoosier babies. Hashtag taking care of our own. Hashtag Hoosier strong. Hashtag Craig's got a little wee-wee.
Yeah, tuna can Craig. Weird.
That's weird.
www.aidensalliance.org. Guys, so we got a Hoosier Paint Day with the kids, October 10th, 2020, 5 to 7.
we do.
They're going to have a blast. And part of that money is going to go to Aiden's Alliance. People we love.
Yep.
It's going to be great.
Love them.
There's that going on. September 26th, fundraiser for Aubrey. Also, right now, a Hoosier family that will remain unnamed found themselves in a hard spot. Basically got sick during COVID, lost their landlord sold their house out from underneath them. So they had to find a new place, and basically without a job, without a down payment, without any, like, just needed some help real quick.
It's a nurse.
So we got a totally custom set of cornhole boards, bags, whatever you want to call it. Anything you want on them. You're from Kansas City, you want Chiefs themed board, Chiefs and Royals themed board, anything you want.
We won't do Satan theme. I refuse to do Satan theme. No.
Yeah, I will.
No.
I won't do Jayhawk theme. But I will do,
that's what I meant by Satan.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, no Jayhawks, but anything else, you're
Bill
good.
Self?
Yeah, I wouldn't do. Well, maybe like Bill Self with a clown nose.
Oh, shit, dude. Lay off him.
I don't know.
Lay off that, dude. Sports takes.
Sports takes.
Shit. Oh, my God.
You know, speaking of University of Kansas, or Kansas University, I just recently signed up. There is an event coming up this Friday. There's an event coming up this
What is
Friday.
up with that? Why? What did the juice do to your hair?
They grew it in, dude. Like,
what is going on?
I'm feeling... Anyway, this Friday coming up. Remember our buddy Matthew Johnson from Johns Hopkins?
Yeah, I do remember Matthew Johnson
He
from Johns
is
Hopkins.
giving a webinar through KU about how psychedelics can help treat...
the mental illness in KU?
Yeah, that
Oh,
too.
the mental illness.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
people
dude,
went to KU.
Dude, take this medicine
and
and
you
then
won't want to go to
east
KU.
about 200
Yeah, you won't
miles,
want to go
bro.
to KU anymore.
Talking about psychedelics and addiction. So it's KU's Addiction Center. Matthew Johnson's going to do there. So I'm signed up for it. Super juiced. I'll post a link to that in the page in case anybody else wants to be in on the webinar. Should be pretty cool. Well, what did I watch this week, Steve? Well, I'm glad you asked me.
Well, actually, let's take a quick break real quick. You want to?
I'm going to take a break.
Let's go to commercial. Let's go back here.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Take a quick break. We're going to go to commercial. Kick our mics off. Kick our mics off, Mike. Jesus Christ.
We're holding 30
people
people solid the whole time.
I just don't know anymore if I can do it. I just don't know anymore, you know? It's like having to put on this, you know, having to put on this front. It's hard, man. You know what I mean? People are always like, oh, hey, you guys are great.
They wouldn't know a good thing if they hit them right in the
You guys
fucking
are
head.
so great.
They wouldn't know a good thing.
We're just here to make cash,
fucking
baby. We're just here to make straight.
What was that Goodfellas line? Fuck you, payment.
Exactly. Did you get the Bentley?
Yeah,
We're
no.
gonna rent
Oh,
one.
I didn't bring the Bentley today.
What'd you bring?
My box, dude.
Oh, my bag.
Yeah,
Cheap
the
little piece
fucking-
of shit. Are we done with this commercial yet?
Yeah.
Let's go back to these fucking mofos.
Fucking nerds.
Nerds.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're back. Shout out to our sponsors.
Thanks for Native Hemp Extract. For
Native
making that
Hemp makes
commercial.
us feel
Making
good.
that commercial possible.
Native Hemp and Spanish Society.
Spanish Society
and
Outreach. And
Sweet Leaf and
James
Emporium,
Carlton State
James
Farm.
Carlton.
I'm getting life.
OG.
I'm getting a big old. I'm up in the life insurance.
Do it, man.
Because I'm about to get reckless. Get reckless.
We are shooting downtown.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, what are we doing?
Bud? This guy came out and said, "What the fuck are you guys doing?"
He did?
And I'm like, "Just relax, pal. We're
He did.
doing the news, and I'm gonna put you on it."
And he's like, "The fuck you are putting me on the news? Fuck you, man."
You know what I watched this week? But I watched a lot of stuff this week.
What'd you watch?
Well, you know, I'm gonna make up for last week because I had to split.
Look at that guy's butthole up in the Peabody
There was a
building.
Vesuvius shit situation at the show last Monday. I had to leave.
Oh yeah, you pooped in your
Shit
chair
everywhere.
Yeah,
Sorry about that.
that's why we moved studios.
Thanks for cleaning it up. Yeah, that shit is right out of the
Yeah, he did. It's good. It's a good move. We needed to
So I
push.
went and saw the Bill and Ted movie
Really?
at the drive-in, but it's also like streaming on
Yeah.
Amazon or
How
whatever
was
you can buy. It was the corniest thing ever, and I fucking loved it. I loved
Did you?
every fucking second of it.
Really?
Oh, it was great. I actually teared up at the end because it's fucking. that's just because I'm
Oh, geez.
emotionally fucking attached to food at this point.
They're
but-
eating a really good meal at the
Yeah,
end.
I'm like,
It's turkey leg.
We went to the fucking drive-in, so like the kids were like,
Can I get some popcorn?
hey, can you get a fucking knuckle sandwich?
Well done, extra meat right here. You're like, what?
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
Oh, no.
No. No,
I don't know
didn't
you.
say that.
I don't know you.
Weirdo.
I don't know you.
This is strange. This is very
You're at the drive-in. Anything goes.
So I went
So
saw it.
they're
That was
wanting
great.
a
That's
funnel
fine.
cake.
That wasn't my pick. I just wanted to let everybody know that it's the cheesiest thing ever, and the idea of like it ties into the
Pretzels?
idea from the first. They have everything there.
Pretzels with
They have burgers, cheese. Dude, I fucked every piece of cheese I walked past for the last 2 weeks. I was looking at it just fucking playing Bazzy, bro.
You
I'm a fucking lick the smoke off of your fine-aged casing. Bro.
I could lick a hole through a wheel of cheese right now.
100,000,000%.
Damn right.
Dude, I face fucked a cantaloupe in my refrigerator today. But I think it was spoiled. Anyway.
That's never stopped you before.
No, it's never stopped me before.
So what'd you actually watch?
Well, okay. So starting with, I'm gonna give you last week's pick, and then I'm gonna give you this week's pick. It was the last week's pick. I started it, and I actually finished it this week. Away. I can't. I laughed. I honestly can't believe how much I enjoyed it. I just thought it was going to be something I could pass the time with.
I can't handle the Swank.
Before I go to bed, I kind of fell in love with Hillary Swank. But more than anything, it was just like, for as slow moving as it is, it had some super riveting parts. Like,
part of me, in a spaceship.
Yeah, part of me, like with the like with Game of Thrones, like I kind of rooted for the White Walkers just because I'm like, that's the fucking ending George R.R. Martin should fucking write. It's like,
you would know.
You fucking lose.
He
didn't even write it. The fucking HBO guys rubbed their dirty dicks all over it. Fucking shit on it.
He's still not over this.
Anyway, whatever. So I was kind of like, it would be kind of cool if it was like, they're heroes. They're making this trip to Mars, this mission to Mars. That's what it is. They got to stop off at the moon. They're going to fuel up, get everything. They're going to launch from the moon to Mars, 3 years, round trip. Got to leave their families behind. Got to do it. There's an American. There's a guy from England. There's a guy, there's a guy from India, Russia, and a gal from China. They're all together. It's
the guy from America is Toby Keith.
No, it's a gal from America.
He brought fucking.
How you like me now? He jabs a screwdriver through the window. Like, what can you do that for? He drank Monster.
I brought a margarita machine and the key
I got some red Solo cup,
a Washburn.
And they're like, if somebody doesn't kill this fucking guy before he turns off the pop fucking country, because that's how you break fucking astronauts. You can throw them in 9G spins.
Fireball whiskey whispering in my ear.
I don't want to do that. Take a shot at anybody. They probably have fans that like.
I love Florida Georgia Line. You know that about me, and you still be my friend.
I do.
You're still my friend.
I do. I carry no.
Thank you. Thank you.
I don't care what you
feeling all right Saturday night. That's how we do it around here.
I listen to Spong on the way to church. I get it.
You go to church?
Midnight Mass. I'm going to go this year.
Oh, no, you're not. You said that everyone was going to do it.
I did last year.
No, you didn't.
I did. I did go, but I got an idea for how I'm going to go.
Yeah, you didn't go.
I can't decide if I want to do it for that or for the Stations of the Cross.
That's too much.
I think both.
That's too much.
Maybe we'll just do both.
You need to hit the pen about Station 3.
I was thinking, like, there's this part where, like, the choirs sing from up above. Have you ever been to Midnight Mass at the cathedral? It's a kind of a whole different ordeal.
Peter and Paul.
It's kind of a whole. That's pretty cool too.
It is. They had ribbon dancers and shit.
Yeah.
And the Frankenstein's guy was going like this, and some of the
that Frankenstein used to fuck.
Well, the hot oil got out.
Swing it
oh yeah, dude.
And it would just be like wafting in my face, and I'm like, I'm gonna go.
I know. They got the oil on this chick's dress down in the front row. This old lady.
On fire?
No, well, it was just hot, so she whips her dress off and just this old lady's bush. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
So Midnight Mass has never meant the same to me. And then she fell. She fell.
Never live up to
They had a pool where they did baptisms, and she fell in it, and then it became all wet. It was like wet.
Just a matted wad of hair.
Her name? Mary. That's crazy.
Yeah, she was an old lady at church. Her name was Mary.
It was Tom Banks' mom, actually.
Jesus. Okay.
He doesn't have Facebook. And his mom's name's Mary.
All right.
So what'd you watch?
I don't know, but you just brought up a really fucking weird memory. I used to have this recurring dream when I was a little kid. We had
about an old lady's bush.
No,
like,
no, it was about Father Bob. He was the pastor of our church.
Sure, this is a recurring dream.
Yeah, it was. Well, I would always. He would always.
Or a repressed memory.
whenever he would turn around to the tabernacle to get the communion host up, he would collapse. He would just fucking fall out. It was like this fucking horrible recurring nightmare. It was fucking weird, dude.
Oh, you are such a fucking weirdo.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there one day. I'm gonna say we're probably like in. I'm gonna say 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade.
This is last year.
I'm kneeling down at the pew. He's going through the whole, Eucharistic ceremony.
Yeah.
And he fucking turns around. He collapses, dude.
In real life?
Big collapses. He goes down like a fucking rock.
You knew this was coming and you couldn't get there in time?
What am I gonna fucking do?
You're gonna protect his face.
From what? I'm sitting 100 yards away in a cavernous fucking,
Was that his defense? Like he's like, I passed out.
I don't know. This doesn't tie into anything. You were just talking about an old lady's bush at the church, and I was just thinking about how when he fell over.
So you premonitioned it? So you premonitioned it?
Yeah, I did. I had premonitioned it. Yeah, sure, I guess that's a word.
Did you premonize it?
I premonized it.
Oh, no. Yeah, you did. That's pretty cool.
Pretty weird.
No.
Yeah. So anyway,
you made the future happen.
Wild stuff, dude.
I'll watch it because
it's
you
worth
told me
watching. It's slow, but it's good, man. Like the first couple episodes, I think by the 2nd or 3rd episode, there was one where I was just like, I should not be this
invested.
I shouldn't be this ant. Like I was just like sitting up at this point.
But you should tell everybody the mission was about juice. Like they were trying to find juice.
They were trying to find juice. It is kind of cool. They have it's a couple astronauts, and then they have this one botanist.
Dog.
There's this one botanist who's like obviously not an astronaut, but he's a super brilliant guy, and he's going to grow plants on Mars, and that's part of the whole thing.
He's like, I brought some
terpy
sunset sherbet, and they're like, you didn't bring any fruit.
No.
He's like, this is the fruit of the gods, and they're like, no, wow, and then the studio audience is like, yeah. Does it have a studio audience?
Yeah, it's laugh track. Laugh track every time. We got a vacuum lock to get you guys. I'm gonna do a spacewalk.
We're all gonna die. I don't know.
Hour and 21 minutes.
Let's end it.
You want to end this thing?
Yep.
Just have a short show tonight.
Florida Georgia Line makes an amazing whiskey. Old Camp.
I guess
doubt
probably.
that.
Why not? Why not? It seems like they put their name on a whiskey that's already been out there because you'd have to age a whiskey for a decent amount. Well, they've been around for 7 years.
All right, if anybody wants us to say anything, say it now.
Should we sing a song?
We can.
What song you want to sing?
I don't know.
Do they have any questions for us?
Oh, I know what song we should sing. Feeling all right Saturday night, and that's how we do it round here.
I've never heard that song.
Shut your mouth. Yeah, you have.
I've never heard that song.
Wild Cherry on Her Lips. You never heard that?
I've never heard that song.
Shit.
I would love to sing it with you.
All right, let's do... How about
taking requests now?
Yeah,
from this
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
guy who's going to come out here and tell me what to sing, for Christ's sake.
Let's sing St. Louis. You can find me in St. Louis, where the gun play.
No, I will not sing that.
How does that go?
I don't know how it goes.
It's a stomp. A little wiggle.
Yeah, you got it.
Turn around. A little tickle.
Yeah, what was the actual... I'm an
outlaw, check it and see. Wanted poster looking like me. Searching the swamp man for a pretty girl. Being an outlaw in an outlaw world. I'm an outlaw, check it and see.
Did we still repeat it?
Wanted poster looking like me.
Catching some crawdads.
That's the worst thing I've ever.
Catching some crawdads.
In the swamp, everybody do the sweet leaf stomp.
Where are we going from crawdads?
We go into the swamp. Everybody do the sweet leaf
it looks like we're right
stomp.
on time. Listen, guys, next week we're coming to you from
Oh yeah,
the
we're gonna
studio.
get internet.
But, you know, welcome to lovely downtown St. Louis.
Welcome everybody
had a-
from Kansas City and
had a real nice
parts of
time down here.
Broad, Springfield and shit.
Something you know the lyrics to, Jennifer.
Oh, okay. How about
Fine.
we do
Jennifer Barry think you be Hoosier of the Year and just boss me
let's
the
do
fuck around. Excuse me.
Saturday here in the park.
Chicago?
Singing
What are you
for
like?
the
You're trying to
July.
find like the most. What's a song that Craig doesn't know?
Oh, you don't know Chicago? Who doesn't know that song?
Maybe I'll come up with
Oh, what about
Gordon
Montrose?
Lightfoot.
What about Montrose?
Get on the
On your damn
Oh,
motor. What about Golden Country? Your face is so red. With all of your money, your poor can be fed. It's timely.
All right. Yeah.
What about I'm sailing away
Dun dun dun.
in an open course for the virgin sea. 'Cause I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of we. On board, I'm the captain.
So
So climb aboard. We search for tomorrow
On
on every shore, and I'll try. Dear Lord, I'll try. Dun, 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 to carry on. Boom, boom, chow, boom, boom, dun, 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 cha, 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 boom, gathering of angels, bow for my hair. Send me this song home, and this is what she said. Comes away. Okay, guys, we've had fun. They get it. You know what's up.
All right, guys. Next
We're
week.
gonna see you guys
Sweet
next
Leaf
week in the
Studios.
studio.
Hey, go check out Native Hemp Extract. Enter code HOSO at checkout. You get your CBD products for an extra 30% off.
Get it.
James Carlton, State Farm, 961.
Do you need insurance?
314-961.
4800.
He's fantastical. Go check him out. Everybody do the Sweet Leaf Stomp. We have people coming in Fest. It's like, you guys open?
Are you guys doing the
You guys open? What do you got to make my pee clean,
And they're like,
bro?
yeah, man, can I get my pee clean?
Yeah, I'll do the stomp for a
Are
little
you
piss
the
cleaner.
stomp
Are you
guys?
the stompers?
Stomp
Could you sing it? I'll buy a bottle right now. I'll buy a bottle right now if you'll sing the song with us. Sorry, Jason.
He was
we
covered-
missed out on that sale. He was pissed we didn't know the lyrics.
He was covered in weeds, and he's like, I was in the swamp looking for a pretty girl. He's wet.
Got crawdads hanging off.
He's like, I didn't find any. Not many pretty gals just floating around in the swamp on a fucking...
Oh, there's plenty of pretty gals floating around in the swamp.
Okay, settle down, settle down, all right? Yeah, dead ones you put there. Oh! He's a serial killer. Let's,
Did we miss anybody?
let's kick
Yeah,
it.
Spanish Society outreach.
Let's kick it on over
September
to Ken at the
26th.
news desk.
September 26th. Down at the Spanish Society. All right? I want you guys to come on down.
Dude,
Spanish Society, $80 a team.
dude, man.
All right, dude.
Dude,
Come on
man.
down there. There is going to be trim for days.
Trim bonanza.
As my buddy's wife says, a real trim bonanza.
Oh, boy, oh,
All right,
boy.
it's going to be a total snooch fest.
It's Muffapalooza.
It is absolutely
It's
Whisker Biscuit Wonderland, dude.
Oh, it's the place where labia come to play.
That's right. They come to play.
It's labia land. It's plabia.
It's play.
Labia land. Menoras, majoras, clitoras.
Somewhere in the medium auras.
clitoras,
Yeah,
auras,
somewhere
and
in the middle
clitoris.
auras.
I got the aura of that clitoris.
You're like the Don King of
Yeah, pussy.
vagina jokes.
Don King.
I'm the Don King of furry pussy.
Don King might be a furry pussy.
You talk about Don King like that, dude? You're never gonna get
All
your
right,
shot
all right,
at the
all right.
title.
Yeah, right, I'll put it
Get your
down.
shot at the title, dude. You're donezo in this town. Hey, you know what you're doing?
Still here.
You still hear me? Give me. How long do you think I can take? About 5 seconds to get back there?
Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on. Get a timer on your phone.
From where? From here? 7 seconds from here?
7? If that takes you 7 seconds, you're an old.
5 seconds?
Yeah, 5's probably right.
You guys.
On your mark. Yeah, we got a stopwatch. On your mark, get set, go. Oh, he lost the hat like Vinnie Coleman. All right.
What was it?
5:03.
I didn't break 5?
No, you didn't break 5. You don't have a chance
Bullshit.
of breaking 5. You couldn't break 5.
That's total bullshit.
You couldn't try. You couldn't break 5 if you tried, bud.
I blame the fucking person. Was that on
Nobody got that on camera. Son of a bitch.
He threw it on my head. Swear to God. It was a
And
little
like not only did I throw it on there, like it's on
It's
there.
on. No,
Yeah,
I
I missed it.
I was like right
I
here.
could never do that again.
I've tried it so many times.
I do it with my kids all the time. I
Yeah,
break
never
their
done.
cheekbone, orbital socket. Oh, it's about time
We did
to
it,
leave
guys.
these fucking losers in the dust, dude. Let's.
Oh, nice.
Guys, we love you. It's good. It's been a fun Monday. This is how we decided to pivot.
Pivot.
This is how we pivoted.
How do we turn this thing off?
Next week,
Next week,
you're coming to our fucking studio. Right?
you guys are gonna
Coming
love
for
it.
you.
We're coming off for you. On
you.
We're coming for you. In you. We're gonna tie your tubes next week. Is that too much?
Yeah, okay. Guys, hey, we really do that. And,
I meant guys' tubes, girls' tubes. I'll get all your tubes. I'll get all your tubes.
hey, check out Obscene Stone.
I'll get
They're a
all
great
your-
little band.
I'll get all your tubes lubed.
I was just trying to put my penis where his mouth was.
Okay.
See you
Bye,
guys.
guys.
We love you.
Bye, guys. I have to turn this off.